Hello, this is James. I've been playing in Legend with these free-to-play deck, and it's been doing pretty well, so I wanted to share it with everyone. Um, it's Hazy Flame Sphynx and Brotherhood of the Fire Fist uh, combo deck. I call it the Hazy Flame Fam. And disclaimer, I did not invent this deck. I actually got annihilated by a player named Pero666, who was Legend 3 and is probably now in King of Games. But the timing of this deck is really, really fast. You want to win by like turn 5, 6, or 7, even earlier, because there's no extended game with this deck. You just want to special summon out your monsters as quickly as possible, and then activate beatdown, and then just win like in that turn. Um, all of these are rares. Hazy Flame Sphynx is from the card store. The rest of these are rares. The Peritons and the Cerberus are from whatever the previous mini box, and then the Brotherhood of the Fire Fist is from, I want to say, the Galactic Origin main box. I don't know. Anyway, and Fire Formation Tensu lets you special summon a beast monster, and this deck is all about special summon. So, you can normal summon your Hazy Flame Cerberus, and then if you have a Fire Formation Tensu, you can then special summon your Beast Warrior Hazy Flame Sphynx on off of that, or you can play Tensu and then special summon Raven off of that effect, and then normal summon Periton onto that, and then activate Periton's effect to get out two Hazys, and then you activate Hazy's effect, you get another monster. And you can, if you have no monsters and a Fire Formation card, you can just special summon Coyote, which is cool. The only sticking point is the one card you need is Gyoko. You need at least one to play this deck, and it lets you, if you draw it, or if Raven gets blown up, you can add it to your hand, and then you can pin, without activation, one of your opponent's cards, and that gives you a good chance to win on turn 5, 6, or 7, because the bane of this deck is first Wall of Disruption, and then the second is Floodgate Trap Hole onto your Periton. Sometimes they don't floodgate the Periton, and then you summon two Sphinxes, and then they floodgate one of them, but that's okay because you have one remaining to activate the effect. And that's all I have to say about that. Roll clips. I like to use Crowler for beatdown, because even though everybody knows that Crowler has beatdown, they just automatically in their mind think Ancient Gears, probably because everybody spent all that time grinding to get the second Ancient Gear Golem. But so even though like if I play a face down and a defense position monster, like, you'll still think that I'm playing Ancient Gears and not just filling for time. Why is this guy taking for so long? Oh no, yeah, he's taking so long because he's trying to figure out whether or not I'm playing Ancient Gears or not. And you're going to see that first face down is an Ancient Gear Castle, because he thought I wasn't. So I'm going to play, and this little move I like to call the Naked Cerberus, because you don't want to bluff with any of your cards. You don't want to throw away any cards to like an Electro or a Xing Zhang Hu, or a card, something that destroys cards. Yeah, see, I'm thinking about bluffing, but no, you need all your cards. So I'm just gonna activate the skill and feel out his monsters, feel out his defenses, see what if any delays for any chainable cards. No, hey, great. Maneater Bug does not affect Hazy Flame monsters. I can safely end my turn. He draws, he's thinking, he knows it's not Ancient Gears now, and he thinks he can just bowl me over with his Hoarder avalanche of junk machines. But now I have him. Absolutely. So, add the Periton, of course, so that you can get out your 2 Hazies. And this next draw is a good stroke of luck. This guy ends his turn. See that, and it makes me think that this card that's face down. I'm motioning on the monitor with my mouse, but you can't see it because I'm recording the voiceover. But oh, there it is. Yeah, I think it makes me think that that's a chainable card and therefore not a floodgate. And also, incidentally, not a Wall of D, the bane of this deck. So now this order is important. Okay, play Fire Formation Tensu, and then Raven, face up. Raven face up. Right? That uses the special summon of the Tensu, and then now we can sacrifice it for a Periton. And this is not me waiting. This is not me hesitating. It's me waiting. So it definitely doesn't have a floodgate. Not that it matters. This is a YOLO deck. You always have to go for it. So because if Raven was face down, we wouldn't get his effect. But since he was face up, we get to set a Gyoko. We set the Gyoko, and then we immediately activate it on what is probably not a Wall of D, but if it was, we'd have this nice and locked up. And the rest is elementary. Banish the Cerberus, or discard the Cerberus. And I always like to keep Coyote in my hand as a backup option, because you can, even if all of your Hazies, like right now I didn't get Gyoko and I just attacked and my Hazies died, I would still be able to summon Coyote and have plays. But everything's locked up, and so we're just gonna win. We're just gonna beat him down. By the way, always test with Cerberus. Cerberus is expendable, and even you can thin out your deck. Hazy is not. Hazy is the lifeblood of this deck. Another excellent hand. So this is the standard opening. Is to play Raven face down, and then when they destroy it, you can bring out a Gyoko if you don't already have it, or one of your Tensus. And pretty much if you don't start off with one of your Fire Formation cards, one of those 4 cards, or 5 if you're lucky and you have 2 Gyokos, or your 3 Ravens, or you can either start in your hand of 4 or draw into it. If that doesn't happen, if you don't get one of those 7 cards, you're pretty much screwed, but the math is in your favor, so it's really weird that not happened. So we flip them up so we get the effect, and we don't have Periton, but the next best thing is just to have Hazy. We play Gyoko, try and get whatever, because they usually only set 2 cards, they don't want to get clogged up, so we have a 50% chance of getting that Wall of D. Pick the card that's right next to the D, in the middle. And of course, always pick monster because the deck is mostly monsters. The special summon, I think I picked Cerberus. Yeah, Cerberus. Because Hazies have that clutch effect of not being affected by enemy controller. The more people rely on enemy controller, which is less now because Cyber Angels have been nerfed. But the more people rely on enemy controller, the more value you get out of this deck. beat him down. What are we dealing with? Actually, I forgot. What are we dealing with? Oh, that's right. Red Eye Zombies. And I'm just making sure that that's the card that got blown up. And actually, when I went and checked his deck list afterwards, I found he had 2 Walls of D. So I'd like to think that that's the card. That's the card. That's the card that I blocked, and that's the bane of this deck. And so I made the correct choice. Always pick the D. So it's a little bit scary, right? Beat down is not a lasting effect. It leaves your monsters vulnerable if you can't just hurry up and win. So I lose both my monsters. But do I lose the duel? I bet he wish he had another zombie to banish or summon from his hand. Oh wait, he does. But I also have graveyard effects, Dr. Crowler. Oh wait, I'm also Dr. Crowler. You know what I mean. I grab that Paraton. Come on, grab the Paraton. I'm just making sure. Because the thing about Paraton is you need... It's a little bit risky. Hazy's a sure thing. What I'm thinking about is, since I have Gyoko and no monsters, I can summon Coyote. That's the safety option. I would summon Coyote, and then I would tribute summon... I can special summon Coyote, and then tribute summon the Hazy. That would have been safe. But I'm pretty reasonably sure I can get another fire monster. So I pick the Paraton, and it pays off. So here, I'm going to do... I'm just making sure. So, special summon. I was thinking if I could go back on it, but I can't. Special summon. Then normal summon on top of that. Yes, good. Then activate the effect. And just hope that that other card on the right is not a Wall of D. Because really, again, this is a YOLO deck. 2 Hazys, always 2 Hazys. Get as many Hazys as you possibly can. Monster cards, always monster cards. Always special summon. Get that 3rd Hazy. Hazy Flame Sphynx. And I just activate Tensu just because I don't want it to get pinned. And they know what it did when you play Raven. When you activate Raven's effect, it shows them. I don't know why I'm being so hesitant here. Yeah, because I want to win. I don't want to get run into the Wall of D face first. And actually, just today I saw that a deck very, very similar to this placed 4th. Not placed 4th. They're doing a 2-day event. Decades MCS 5. And it's number 4 in the rankings of the top 32. So you'll see Limitless. Player's name is Limitless. Tomorrow, playing this deck. Well, he probably has 2 or 3 Gyokos, but I think you really only need, you need 1. You have to have at least 1. Next clip. And this one was not much of a fight, not much of figuring out. It's a perfect hand, and we don't need the anti-magic arrows. The anti-magic arrows, I'm kind of iffy on it. I would replace it with a 2nd Gyoko if I had it. But it serves the same purpose, but it doesn't build. You can't then keep it like the Gyoko and then special summon your Coyote. So, but then again, yeah, never mind. It's okay. It's okay. It's like a 75% replacement. You need to have one Gyoko, but if you have one, then you can replace the other with anti-magic arrows. This is kind of an interesting Ishizu Ishtar deck, but I don't get to see it in action at all because we're gonna win red now. So, Fire Formation Tensu. Oh, earlier I misspoke. It's not Beast. It's not that this lets you special summon beasts. It lets you special summon beast warriors, such as Raven. But we're going to take advantage of having no monsters. We're going to special summon Coyote. Using the effective Tensu, we're going to special summon Raven, face up to get the effect, which is unnecessary in this case, but always do it, unless you have occasion not to. Sacrifice the Raven for the Sphinx. Such value. Just delicious value. Pick the Gyoko. Unless we need the attack boost, which we don't. Predict monster, and it better be monster. 12 out of 14 chance. And then just pick Periton, because I guess, you know, we don't have any other options. And we just win. Turn 2, winning, free-to-play victory. You don't need Cyber Angels. You don't need Dark Worlds. None of that weird, expensive nonsense. It's almost not a turn 2 victory because I didn't pay attention to what that spell card did. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been Hazy Flame Family.